Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Locum23. You're joining me for Choices, the stories you play. Crown of Flame, Book 3, Chapter 2, The Queen's Champion. Now playing as Leon, you've just learned that the final round of the Empress Aura's tournament means fighting to the death. Kenna furiously rushes out from the crowd, eyes blazing at Azura. You head her off before she can speak. Kenna. Does this seem bigger to you, like the interface? It just seems bigger. What? You drop your voice to a whisper so that only Kenna can hear. I warned you of this. That witch isn't to be trusted. Fine, you were right. Is that what you want to hear? That you were right, Leon? No, frankly. Damn it, I'd rather be wrong. Well, I think we can both agree that there's no way you're fighting now. Kenna, you can't pull me out. Azura granted us a favor by letting me enter on the final day of the tournament. That's bullshit, and you know it. So, she can ungrant it. I might not know the finer points of politics, but even I know backing out would be a bad strategy. You'd be burying our only chance at peace, slim as it is. Azura calls out to you from her high throne. Is there something bothering our guests from across the sea? Yeah. You're the fact you're not dead yet. You grab Kenna's arm, imploring her. Let me fight, Kenna. Let me fight for you, my honor. Shit. I'm gonna go with you. I knew the risk when I volunteered. You chose me as your champion. Let me prove why. Very well, Leon. I'll ask again, is there something amiss here? Won't you shut the up already, okay? Kenna's fist clench and then slowly relax. It's nothing, Empress Aura. However, we do request a few more moments with our champion. Very well, whenever you're ready. Little grin smirkly. You turn back to your friends. Guess we finally get a taste of their culture, eh, Raiden? I'm having a most unsettling taste at this. Good luck, my friend. I feel like he would have been a good champion because he uses the finer arts of, if he wounds them, he poisons them and he goes. Bust some heads, old man. Show him what the Five Kingdoms fighters are made of. Still want to trade places? Do you even have to ask? Of course I do. You turn to Say. People said it was Say. I feel like it's Sai still, but not. What? The man's about to fight to the death. Say something. You lowlanders talk too much. Sai meets your eyes and clasps your shoulder with a firm grip. You return the gesture, and an understanding seems to pass between you. Yes, it's a warrior's bond. Gods. Should we run and get Whitlock and Elise? I know they didn't want to watch the fighting, but... No. Better for those two to stay on the airship where it's safe. Just in case something goes wrong. Yeah, and then you all need to run back and get Luther. Christ. Something's already gone wrong, Leon. All of this is wrong. Turning from your friends, you pull Kenna aside. Knowing this very well, be the last you ever speak to her. Kenna, thank you for everything. Your mother would be proud. Shit. Those are both two good options. Your mother would be proud. Knee-deep in enemy territory, trying to stave off a war we can't win? I'm not sure pride's what she'd be feeling for the failings of her daughter. Really? You won back the Five Kingdoms! You give Kenna's chin a gentle chuck, and she looks up at you. Tri-uniter of the five kingdoms, a queen able to do what her mother never could. Now bravely risking everything for peace. She'd be proud, all right. Thanks, Leon. You smile at Kenna, trying to preserve this moment. In the ensuing silence, Kenna notices the weapon you're holding. That mace. Ooh, we have never seen his weapon. That is amazing. Ram's head. It's beautiful. I've never seen this before. Is it special to you? It's... If you give us a flashback of diamonds, I swear. Oh, okay, cool. For you, my champion. It's just a mace. Something I picked up long ago. Tight-lipped even now, Leon. I can tell this has some significance to you. It was a gift from someone very dear to me. Kenna, there's something I never told you. What is it, Leon? You can tell me anything. Mother of Christ! Take it to my grave. Wow, Pixelberry, real classy. Some things are better left unsaid. Yes, we get it. You love the queen. There was probably an intimate relationship. For all you know, Kenna could be your daughter. Anyway, stubborn, as always. I've heard that before. You take one last look at Kenna, then turn from her. She grabs your arm. Wait, Leon, I lost Gabriel. I can't lose you too. I know, my queen. That's why I don't plan on dying anytime soon. These fools don't know the hells they've unleashed. Ooh. Leon, my dog. We are fighting as one. You turn from Kenna and step onto the sand. The ground giving softly beneath your feet. Ooh. So we're fighting on sand. Ooh. Okay. The remaining warriors step down. For the Empress! Who shines brightest? Joran glares at you from the other side of the arena. Good for you. Be careful. The more damage you take in the fight, the harder things will get. Well, no shit. What an astute observation. Drums begin to pound. I'm not doing that. As it rises, the air rife with tension. Warriors, fight. One of the warriors charges you, his great sword poised to strike from above. Okay, so he's striking from above. You would either want to high block or dodge. Rolling, however, is another option, so let's see what options we're given. Block with my gauntlet. Block with my mace. Raise your mace, blocking the sword in a burst of sparks. Nuh-uh, not that easy. In your periphery, you notice another warrior. This is bullshit. 2-on-1? You notice another warrior charging towards both of you. Unless he doesn't care about the other warrior. Which then, if you could... Well, see, that mace is so heavy. Ah! Hey, you! What? Someone's charging towards us. The Empress is waving at you. The Empress is waving at you. Very funny. Wait, is she? In that one moment of hesitation, you back away. The horned soldier barrels into the one in front of you. He slams a gigantic club into the other's head, crumpling his helmet with a sick crunch. Suddenly, you hear someone coming at you from behind. Spin away, freeze up, hesitate, spin away. You reflectively spin away just as an axe comes swinging down right where you stood. You'd attack a man from behind! I'd put 100 axes in your back, realm rat. Anything to win. I've been training my whole life for... Oh, he's one of those. Smash his head. Thank you. He's one of those that you know in anime just love to talk about their evil plot, and then you kill them in the process. At least in some animes, like One Punch Man. However, in Dragon Ball Z, let them speak. Do their speech. You really... You swing your mace's hat, his helmet, bashing his head in. This... He topples over across the arena. You see Joran, carved through a group of 3 fighters. His spear a deadly silver blur. No one will keep me from my prize. A nearby warrior lays helpless, another warrior standing over him. The attacker stabs him through the throat and stands over him triumphantly. I am the greatest! The horned warrior charges towards you, giant club held high. What is up with you people in high strikes? Yaw! Charge forward, pull the greatest warrior into a horn. Ah! You reach your mace out, hooking the greatest warrior with a rammed horn, and yank him backwards. Huh? Hey! The horned warrior swings his club, collapsing the other's chest armor with a single swing. The horned warrior lumbers towards you. First I'm going to break you with my club. You back up, looking frantically for any kind of advantage. Then I'm going to crush your skull under my boot. You reach the edge of the fighting pit. And then I'm going to... Why don't you just shut up and do it? What? Ha! He rushes forward, and you... Freeze, hesitate, sidestep. You sidestep out of the way just in time. He stumbles out of the fighting pit, his momentum carrying him straight into a pillar. You grab him from behind and slam him face first into the stony edge of the pit. He collapses in a lifeless heap at your feet. You were saying... You rise to your full height, surveying the arena. Only you and Joran remain. You fought well. The next fight will be easier. You say that! Well, Joran, shall we do this? You and Joran step out in the center of the arena. The two of you begin to circle each other, gauging one another, while carefully planting your feet amongst the fallen. I'm ready to die. Oh, you? Not if I can help it. I need to find Joran's weakness. Maybe I can use that temper of his against him. Well, okay, so he's using a very long pike / staff. So if you can go inward, closer towards the middle to his body, especially if he's angry and he's swinging, blindly in rage. Tell me, Joran, is this your first time in combat? Do you always look so ridiculous? You know where we're going with that. Ridiculous? I mean, your spear comes with a squirrel attached to it. It's to keep the blood of my enemies off of my hands, you simpleton! Angrily, Joran lashes out with a series of spear attacks. You manage to avoid them, noticing that after the third strike, Joran's ribs are exposed. That's his weakness. So, the first few rounds of this tournament that you did so well in, were they against actual warriors, or did you just run up the elderly townsfolk? Are you going to talk, old man, or are you going to fight? I've already beaten you, Joran. You just don't know it yet. Very smart, I must say. He would be making Gabriel proud. He lashes out once again. I should dodge and wait. Dodge and smash his ribs. You dodge out of the way and try to hit Joran's ribs with your mace. But another spear strike follows the last. I struck too early. You duck out of the way, but thrown off balance. Arrgh! Joran lunges forward, his spear aimed at your neck. I'm done for! But, just before the moment of impact, he suddenly seizes up. In that instant of paralysis, you slam your mace into his ribs. It crumbles to the ground. What the hell happened? Why deny me my victory? Wait, paralysisness. The series of font. The Queen stopped him? You follow Joran's accusing gaze to Azura. What game are you playing? Azura applauds from her throne. Very well, an unexpected victory, but a victory nonetheless. You've proven yourself Leon of Stormholt. Come forward and claim your prize. You step up out of the sandpit, bowing at the altar before Empress Azura. 1, I thought it was a fight to the death. 2, let me know in the comment section below if you were actually able to best him without her interference, but I doubt it. Something tells me this was not meant to be a fight to the death between your two champions. Huh. Okay. She rises from her throne, her voice taking on the weight of the ritual. Only the victor shall claim the highest honor in all of Dukatora. Only the victor, who carries the lives of the fallen champions within him, stands above all others in this service to the Empire. Familiar sparks begin to flint across her skin, her eyes flashing white, her voice deepening. Oh, shit. Only the victor shall sacrifice his life so that my light may shine brightest. Bolts of lightning shoot from her fingertips and envelop you. Leon! You collapse in a heap, feeling suddenly empty and hollow. Kenna breaks from the crowd and rushes to your side. Leon! Looks like this is it for me after all. You feel what's left of your life slipping from your body. You traitorous bitch! What? Wait. What? Oh my god. Okay, I'm what the what? Okay, choking back tears. You crouch at Leon's side, taking his hand in yours. Leon, stay with me, please. When your mother died and you disappeared, I vowed to never protect anyone again. To punish myself. Leon. You squeeze his hand and he squeezes back weakly. But then you had to go and ruin everything by turning up at that mercenary camp. And more than anything in the world, I wanted to keep you safe, to watch you grow. To watch you kick the Navrakas rats back into the sinking hole they crawled out of. He holds up his ram's head mace. Your mother gave me this, but now you should have it. Use Leon's... Oh, don't do this, Pixelberry. Do not... Really? 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 The man... What the... Pixelberry! Really? This is 2 diamond choices. In, like, what, the span of 5 minutes? Here, let's hear about, you know, the fact that he loved your mother, and now he's literally handing you, with his dying last breath, his ram's just, you know, weapon that he's willing to give you on his deathbed. This is shit. Okay? This is shit. You should keep it. It's yours. Leon nods, holding the ram's head mace tightly to his chest. You're my champion, Leon. You always will be. I know, my queen. I know. I am so goddamn pissed right now at Azura. Traitorous little... He squeezes his hand again, but this time he doesn't squeeze yours back. Leon. So she can give life and she can also take it. Awesome. For a moment, the air is still, and you give into your sadness, letting it wash over you completely. This can't be happening. It can't be.
Now you see why I alone shall rule.
You look up at Azura, and your grief seems to ignite inside of you, burning away in a torrent of white, hot rage. It's going to be hard to rule when you're dead. Ooh! Ooh! You said your goodbyes to your friends and to Kenna. You decided not to share your feelings for Adriana with Kenna. She'll always wonder what secret you couldn't share with her. You avoided significant wounds in the tournament. You'll be remembered as a legend to the end. So basically, you were meant to die, no matter what. Joran should have defeated you, but someone intervened. Which, no shit. You decided not to take Leon's ram hand mace, keeping it to give him some comfort. You vowed to destroy Empress Aura for killing Leon. So Luther's in prison, Wolf Pup not recruited, and basically this is not recruited, not recruited, not recruited. So basically this is either going to change to someone died, or, yeah. Legend, 5 out of 10. Weapons, 0 out of 5. Allies, 5 out of 10. Events, 5 out of 20. Troops, 0 out of 0, which right now we're not recruiting. Army score, 5 out of 45. Holy shit! I am so goddamn pissed right now. That is infuriating. Luckily, we have Sai with us, so if it came down to a battle of powers, Joran, her best warrior, is currently out of commission, because at least Leon was able to crush his ribs, so he's not going to be fighting anytime soon. However, it is lightning versus fire. I don't know how exactly that fight would go down. However, I think Sai would most likely win, because she's advanced her training significantly well. However, I believe Dawn would do significantly better than her right now, but I digress. I am pissed! Holy shit! I am pissed. And Pixelberry, really? The Ramhead thing. I mean, I'm sorry, no. So as for future possibilities for how Kenna is going to stave off, I don't know if sand is less kinetic to lightning, because remember, this, you know, my words I want to say right now. This woman, which isn't even, not even remotely close, Azura, she is a lightning user. I don't know if sand is more kinetic or resistant to lightning. Versus stone floor. Of course, lightning's going to travel through it, as you saw, and beat Joran, but, like I told you in the recap, if you watch the recap, I told you she was holding back a lot of her power. And the wolf thing was all just a disguise. I think maybe Whitlock stayed also back on the Zeppelin to maybe, if he's smart, and Whitlock thus has been, I think he's significantly smarter than Azura himself, or herself. Maybe, I mean, lightning can be countered, and her power could be zeroed out by a lightning rod. Something that would just take her lightning, when she's channeling it, channel it right into the device, and she's powerless. I feel like right now an army would beat hers. And I feel like also we would be able to defeat her. But those are just my thoughts. I will discuss more in this week's recap, because now I'm pissed, and I'm sure Freshman's going to push me over the edge, and then we've got the other two books as well. So I hope you all did enjoy. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're almost up to 2,400 people. That is pretty awesome. So our community is still growing, so please share the content. Get more people out there to, one, enjoy Pixelberry's content, unless they continue to piss me off with these diamond choices of Heredity. You know, I get it, Pixelberry. You want to be the top grossing app, and right now you're in the top 25. You know, maybe you should kind of give back to your community. We are still waiting on a way to generate diamonds. You are the only app, to my recollection, worth a damn that does not give generating currency over time. I mean, there's apps out there with 50 million, 100 million, up to almost 1 billion downloads, and they have some way to at least reward those who are you know, enjoying the app. You guys still haven't. I'm getting kind of PO'd right now. Until next time, folks, stay awesome, stay well. Weller than me, especially. And until next book, peace out.